I have this huge bag full of product empties. Some of my faves and some are fails, unfortunately. So I just thought I would do a fun random video just to share with you guys what's worked for me and the items that I've used for skincare, hair care, vitamins, even some cosmetics. So stay tuned. Welcome back, amigos. Welcome if you're new here. Bienvenidos. I've actually had all of these items like collecting under my bathroom sink cabinet for about the last year. I'm not going to go really in any particular order. This is going to be rather random. So let's go ahead and just see what is in here. So this is the Rakuten Hair Care. So this is a Frizz Dismiss Smooth Force SPF 20. This one didn't really work for me. So it's not a favorite. It's not definitely one that I would repurchase. So I'm going to say that this is a total fail for me. So I have my little no bueno box. And so anything that's a fail is going to go in here because it's definitely going to be not a repurchase. Okay. The next one is the Rakuten 25 One United. And this is the one that my hairstylist is what she uses typically on my hair, especially to like comb it out after she's washed it. And so it's an all-in-one multi-benefit treatment. I do like this one. This is a good one. I really do like this, especially for my fine hair. So this is a fave. This is La Roche-Posay. These are really, really good products. I do like this line. This one is for normal to dry skin, and this is the Tolerian Hydrating Gentle Cleanser. And this one is more like a milky cleanser. It's creamy. I would probably not repurchase this. I think this is good if you live in a climate where you have more of like a winter where your skin's gonna be a little bit more dry. Here in Central Texas, we don't really have like heavy winters, and I think this is more for that. Like if really if your skin was more dry. I didn't do anything for me. I really wasn't a fan of it, but it's a good line, and I do love some of the items from La Roche-Posay. Okay, this is the is this RMS Beauty Resurfacing Compound. Here's the bottle. This was a serum. The texture of it felt fine on my face. I didn't really notice any benefits from it, and I love serums. What I hated about this product, this is a total fail, was for me, this did not play well with other products. Like let's say my moisturizer that I would put on top of it, or like my eye cream, because if I used any type of moisturizer, when I went to apply like my makeup, you would feel like the peeling, it would start to slough off. And I noticed that every time I used this serum, it would happen. That's when it would happen. And so for that reason, this is a total fail. This next item, a lot of people talk about this. So I was suckered into purchasing this one, like at a Sephora sale. And this is the Merit Great Skin Instant Glow Serum. And I have a little bit. Ya que me queda, like my friend says. I mean, ya que te queda. There's not much left. This is very watery, right? And so, and it does absorb in as long as you do not put on a lot. And I'm not a fan of it. I wouldn't buy this again. I never really felt like it gave me the hydration that I was needing, especially during the winter. And that's when I would really tend to lean to use this one the most, was during the winter, because of just it feeling a little bit more oily, right, than like a serum. And so I can feel like it feels like I put oil on the back of my hand. And if you over pumped, for me, man, it took like forever to absorb if I, happened to do too many pumps of this. So Merit, I know it works for a lot of people, but for me, it didn't really work. It's not a favorite at all. That's a total fail. I wouldn't repurchase that one. Here's another one. This is the Pureology 21 Color Fanatic. And again, this is a multitasking leave-in spray for color treated. This one wasn't bad. It was okay, but my favorite is still this Rakuten one. So for this empty, I would definitely go the Rakuten route over this Pureology one. Now this is a true fave, the Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair. This is empty. and I already have my replacement for this. This one I do love to use, especially at night once I've washed off my face, whether I've used like a wipey or, you know, washed it off. But this is really, really good. I do like this. I have the little eye serum or whatever. This is great. You know, I can get stuff on base. So this is one that I typically will end up buying on base because they carry a lot of the Estee Lauder products. So highly recommend this one. This is a fave. We'll stick to skincare. And again, this is one that I actually just recently talked about in a video. This is the Estee Lauder Day Wear. And I like this one because it has a little bit of SPF 15. It's just super light and fresh. And it, you have any, no. Yeah, it's empty. It's a light green color. It looks like avocado crema because it's just nice and fluffy. And it just has a very nice, clean scent to it for this one. The days that I'm at home and I'm not going into the office and I'm here in my home office and I have, you know, sun coming in through, I have these 2 windows. This is good, so at least I have a little bit of sun protection, but this is definitely a fave. It's always a restock, a replenish, again, base, Estee Lauder. I can get it there. Fabulous. Speaking of the wipies, these I found at Target. These are the Target makeup remover cleansing towelettes, and these are the Evening Calm. If you like the Neutrogena, that's the evening, the calming one. This is the pretty much like the generic brand that Target carries. Walmart does make one that I've tried, and I didn't like that one because it was rather like irritating. They actually do have some like rose water. It's their rose towelettes for the face that Walmart does have, like the Equate brand. Those are really, really good because they're like they're rose, like a rose day cream kind of thing. So that's good, especially for those of us with aging skin, mature skin. But these are really, really good. I don't find that these irritate my eyes as badly as the ones from Walmart. But these are just really great. They're a great alternative to the pricier Neutrogena one. So highly recommend you get these through Target, and then, you know, go through Rakuten, get some cash back or whatever. But these are really good. I'm always stocked up. I usually have 5 or 6 of these sitting underneath my bathroom cabinet for when I run out. So those are really, really great. I don't know what the heck happened to the lid on this one, but this is MAC, and this is the Fix. This is like their Fix spray. This just kind of helps a little bit soften, especially I've used powder because I'll use like the Laura Geller Balance and Brighten powders. And so this, if I use this, the mist, it'll just kind of help like soften that. But it's not a really good one for me, in my opinion, to use as one to like lock in your makeup. I use other products for that one, but that was this Mac's, what do you call it? MAC Fix. It's a fail. It's a no bueno. It's not one that I would reorder because there's other favorites that I like. This is Prep Rally, again, another hair product. This is a Prime and Prep Detangler from Dry Bar. I would buy this again. This is a fave. This is a good one. In case you see it, like if it goes on sale, I would recommend to get this one for this Prep Rally Dry Bar to spray on your hair right before you're about to style it. This is good. This is Coola Makeup Setting Spray. That's the word I wanted to use, Coola. This again también came in one of those stinking FabFit boxes or whatever, and this one had an SPF. Yeah, it had like an SPF 30. I didn't like this one. This one was a total fail for me porque when I would spray it, it felt rather like sticky. It didn't feel like nice and like moisturizing. It would absorb and then like lock in your you know, like your makeup. This one I would use it a lot of times, especially if I was not wearing any makeup, and then I would just spray it on because I was gonna go outside or do something, or maybe take the dog for a walk, or if I was walking out like during the day, I would spray this on in case I didn't want to put on like any type of SPF cream or lotion or whatever. I would spray this on, and I didn't like the way the feel of it was, so that's why I just used this most often when I didn't wear makeup, because I didn't like the way it was. So this is a total fail. This Coola brand SPF makeup setting spray. Oh, no bueno. We'll stick to a little bit of skincare here. This is Fresh. Okay, now this is the Black Tea Kombucha Facial Treatment Essence. También, ¿qué me queda? If you don't want to spend the big bucks, okay, for an SK2, which is my holy grail, this is my holy water, I can't live without it. I always have to have a backup bottle. Okay, so this one is empty. The SK2 is, I've been using this for over 20 years, over 25 years. It's helped keep clarity to my skin and even, right? To where a lot of people, sometimes they have a lot of discoloration. It's darker, it's like kind of like reddy or whatever. Like the décolleté doesn't match the face. This has helped keep it pretty much from, you know, just like bad discoloration or anything like that. It's given my skin clarity. I can't live without this stuff. So this one is nice and it absorbs really, really quick. The fresh black tea one, it is a little somewhat tacky on this one. So it feels like tacky when you're pressing it in, because you want to press it into the skin, right? And then in your décolleté, and it doesn't absorb and give you the same feel as the SK2 one would versus this one. But if price-wise, if you don't want to spend or splurge on the SK2, this is a good option. It's all right. But having known how the results and how this one feels and works, I highly prefer this one over the fresh black tea. It's not bad, but again, it's not one that I would repurchase for myself, because I already discovered my favorite. But it's not bad. So it's not a total no bueno, pero I'll put it in the box because it's not what I'm going to be buying and throwing out anyway. Okay, but SK2, mira, this is my pump. I get these at Costco. I've shared that with you guys in another video. It's worth it if you can go to Costco and get this for like $200 or something, because if you go to like Saks, Neiman's or whatever, these are normally like over $300, and the pump lasts me like a good year. So this is already trashed, and then I'm already running out and I have a backup for this one already. Okay, but SK2, highly recommend. Fave, holy water for the face. Okay, Charlotte Tilbury. We'll talk skincare. This is the Magic Cream Face and the Magic Cream Eye Rescue. And this one, they said for the Magic Cream, it was supposed to be good. It would work a little bit better instead of the expensive La Mer cream, right? And I love La Mer. I do love La Mer. I've used it for many years. But I just wasn't a fan of this one. It was okay, but I was really, at the end, I wasn't a fan. I wouldn't use it again. I didn't have any problems or anything with my makeup, you know, peeling or sloughing or it not working well with any of my other skincare products or the makeup that I would use. This one was a fail for me for the Magic Cream for the face, as was the eye cream. And this one, it took forever because I got this at a Nordstrom, you know, anniversary sale, and they give you the two. You get the one that comes in here, and then like the extra one, like fresh and sealed. Yeah, these eye creams, I wasn't a fan of it either. These are not a repurchase. These are a no bueno for sure. For the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Creams. Let's get to another expensive skincare product. I got suckered into buying this from a couple of YouTubers. All right, Sisley Paris. This is the serum. This is like a $200 and something serum that I went ahead and tried and treated myself to. And some people say that I guess they would use this to help them kind of like, almost like a primer. People would use this kind of like a primer as well for like your makeup. It didn't work well for me like as a primer, and so lately I've just been using it as a serum so that I can just go ahead and, you know, just finish it up and not waste it. It's not one that I would use. I think I've purchased other serums that I like a lot better, that are a hell of a lot cheaper than this, under $50, that are med grade at the spa, that I would get there, like at the medical spa. So this was a total waste of money. This is a fail for sure. I would say save your money and find another lower priced serum, especially like the one from Bobbi Brown that comes in that brown bottle. That one's really good. That's a fave. I would definitely choose that Bobbi Brown one over this expensive Sisley Paris serum. I think it's overhyped. So that was a total fail for me. The other one that is a total fail for me, and which I haven't even really finished, but this is one that I feel like I just want to toss out because I just think it's junk. Okay, And some of you might be like, Laura, what are you talking about? This might work for you, but this sure as hell did not work for me. And again, a lot of people, there's a lot of influencers that talk about this, especially if you follow those that just are always, sharing the link for this on either Instagram, maybe TikTok, or a lot of YouTubers talk about this one. I hate this product. I think it's worthless, even though it's inexpensive, right? This is like a Korean brand. And this is this snail, mucin power serum or whatever. And I would kind of use this one like I would use if I was using my SK2 essence water. And I use this I used this for over a month just to see if there were any benefits, if I saw any changes in my skin. And I didn't even use the SK2 because I was like, I'm just going to use this. I think this is just stupidly hyped up. I think a lot of people that pump, I'm going to say pimp. A lot of people that pimp this product out, I feel like they're just pimping out that hyperlink because they want to get some change off of it and because they figure it's an inexpensive item and people will probably get it and try it. This doesn't do anything other than make your skin soft. It does do that. Like if you were to apply it and then you're pressing it in, it will make your skin feel soft, but that's about it. For me, I never saw any results to where I felt like it really, really worked. And to where, especially like the pictures that you see when they're promoting it, especially like on Amazon or where they're talking about the product and they'll just show you the forehead of somebody like, okay, is that really the person? But this for sure was a total fail. This very hyped up Advanced Snail 96 Mucin Power Essence, it's worthless. This is definitely a no bueno, a never ever repurchase product. We'll switch to a good fave, and this is a new item, a new product that I tried, and this is also like a med grade. This is the ZO Skin Health exfoliating polish. And look, I barely have anything enough for even like another treatment. But this was a very fine blue, product, and the grain in here is minuscule, and and I mean by that by fine. It is so fine, yet it does the job. Like it gets in there because I like I love a good scrub, right? But I like it when it has the really fine really fine beads, and they get in there and they do the job when you're going around the nasal area, the nasal folds, like the chin area. For me, I get a lot of congestion right here, like right above the chin, right here in the center. And this, man, I can go to town and I can just like really get in there and scrub in the areas that I need to scrub, but it's nice and gentle because they're so soft. Like they're super soft, the little beads on here. And I have fallen in love with this product. Truly fabulous if you want a good exfoliating polish that's fine, but man, really gets in there and does the job. That one is definitely a winner. I heard about this product back in like 2016, a beauty editor in a magazine that I got. I don't even remember which magazine it was at this point anymore. But she raved about this product that she was like, I would go bald if I didn't have this hair serum. It is a hair serum and it's called Go Hair. Let me see if I can scrape some out. I already have another bottle. Okay, so if you watched Nickelodeon like myself as a kid, remember the green slime? If like you said, I don't know, and you would get slimed with this green slime. That's what this looks like in here. And I've been doing my best to scrape out as much as I can before I throw this away. In the trash and move on to my next bottle. But I would put this on wet. You can even put this on dry and just rub it into like your strands and then like style your hair. Okay. Now, it even smells, it just smells clean. It does not have like a bad odor or anything like that to it. Let's rewind back when I was in middle school, and this is in the 80s, right? And so I remember my history teacher saying that his grandmother used to collect rainwater. She used to collect rainwater, and so when she would wash her hair, she would rinse her hair out with the rainwater because she wanted her hair to feel super soft. Okay, Fast forward to the 90s when I'm working at a grocery store and I was a bagger. People would call us a bagger, but we had a nice fancy title called a courtesy clerk. And so we would bag the groceries for the customers, asking them if they wanted paper or plastic, and then we actually, you know, helped them with their groceries out to the car. And so I got caught in a huge, massive rainstorm, and once my hair was soaked, and when I got home, my hair was so soft, like beyond baby soft. Like, and I thought, wow, I remember what my history teacher said about his grandmother collecting the rainwater. And I was like, now I know why she collects the rainwater, because your hair becomes super soft when you've gotten caught in the rain. And this gives me that caught in the rain, soft, you know, baby fine, soft hair. I love this stuff and I can't live without it either. When you use this, you're going to be remembering me and thinking of that song, if you like pina coladas and getting caught in the rain, you're the hair product I go for. Come with me and escape. I talked about this in a couple of videos. This is Penhaligans and this is the Artemisia. Mira, my label, yeah, it's already like peeled off. And this is a really good fragrance. I love it. This one, I was told that Princess Kate, this is her favorite fragrance, and it just smells absolutely divine. I wear this more towards the fall or evening. It is a year-round fragrance, but I like to save certain scents for like certain seasons. So this one, I start to wear this one more towards the fall and the winter, but it is an anytime one. And this is actually one that my husband will compliment me on. And he's not one to compliment fragrances. Moving on, we'll do the IT Cosmetics CC Nude Glow. I love the coverage of the IT Cosmetics. They've all been good, but this one is a good formula that I've liked, the CC Nude Glow. So total fave, that's definitely always a reorder. I mentioned this in a video, I think maybe last year. If you are like me, I like to whiten my teeth, and I would always use like the Colgate whitening. Like I would always try and find a good whitening toothpaste to get my teeth white. But the problem that I had with whitening toothpastes is that it would cause the inner like lining of my mouth like to peel. So I would get like a lot of like white, like peeling, like slough right on the lips. My dentist is the one that recommended this, and this is Native, and this is a whitening one, but it's like somewhat mild, but this is white wild mint, and this one does not, and it does have fluoride in it, because she said you want a toothpaste that has fluoride, but this does not have I believe it's SDS. She was like, you want a toothpaste that does not have, or SLS, sodium lauryl sulfate, like one of those. She says you do not want that ingredient in the toothpaste, because that's what's causing your mouth to start to peel, because it's the ingredients in the toothpaste that's doing that. Once I switched to this toothpaste, I've never had that problem anymore. I love it. Highly recommend, in case you or somebody you know is having that issue where the inside of your mouth starts to kind of like peel. You get that little white stuff, fluff. Yeah, this is it. You want to switch your toothpaste and go to this one, Native. It works really good. I get this like at Target, especially when it goes on sale. We'll do some mascaras that I am about to like finish and throw out. This one here, I got it at Ulta Beauty. So this is like the Lashes Princess Essence. These are really inexpensive. I want to say like they're $5. Like it's a set, like I got a combo in this one. The sad thing about these lash mascaras from Essence, they work good. Like I like the way they apply, but then they flake so bad. It just gets so much flaking. And then all of a sudden I have all this black stuff underneath my eyes. So this is a total fail. Even though as much as I like it, I tried it once and then I never bought it, and then I bought it again, and I'm like, now I remember why I didn't buy it anymore. It just flakes too much, but it's unfortunate because it just gives a nice application, but it flakes. So that's a no bueno. It's a total fail. This next one is Maybelline, and it's Firework. And I always try and do, of course, waterproof mascara, and this is the wand. That's how it looks. It's not a favorite. Like this is not one that I would repurchase, because I like these rubber wands sometimes versus those other brushy ones, but this was not good. This was a fail. I didn't like this one. That one's definitely trash. What is a true fave, and this is my second tube, and this is the, is it Sky High? Yeah, this is Sky High, and this is also by Maybelline, and it is waterproof. I like this one. I like the brush on this, and I love how it fans, I do love how it fans out the lashes, and that's actually the only mascara I have on today. Normally I will do, sometimes I'll do a Chanel, sometimes I'll do Dior, whatever. I'll go in with that first, and then I use this to really kind of coat it, especially if it's a regular mascara that I have, and then this is waterproof. So then I'll go over this to just kind of like help fan the lashes out and just give me that waterproof coat over the other mascara that I've used, and then I don't have any issues with like fallout, any of that black flaking off or whatever. So this is really, really good. Maybelline Sky High, that's a fave, total fave, total fave, total fave. I think we're on our last item. Okay, and this has been a true fave, and I wanted to close out with this one to really mention this one. This is a vitamin. It's called Fatty 15. So I ended up ordering this one last year when I got my bonus. I purchased a year's supplement of this. You get the bottle, and then you end up getting individual packs for like I think it's maybe like 30 days or something like that. And you get individual packs to then refill the bottle. So you're not wasting, you're not, discarding a bunch of empty bottles. So you get nice little packages, fresh packages, you open it up and fill it up. I bought them so my husband could take them, because this way it could hopefully help him with his sleep, because he has a lot of sleep issues, especially military PTSD. They have a lot of bad dreams, bad nightmares, and he never bothered to take it because he just takes so many other, medicines. So I was the one that ended up taking this for a full year. And once it started to end, because this was starting to run out a couple of months ago, I was like, is this really even doing anything? Like, should I even bother to reorder it? Because I was kind of like, is it working? Is it not working? Once I started to get to my last 15, I started to ration it out. And I would only take it every maybe 3-4 days. I wasn't taking it every day like I was for the past year. And let me tell you, amigos, for me, I did notice a change in my mood, okay? Because as I've shared my age, I am already over, I'm already over 50, and so I started taking this when I was 51. So a couple of years ago, I had to have, I ended up needing to have a partial hysterectomy, just because I've always struggled with cycles. And so once I had that surgery, it kind of like, I feel pushed me into like premenopausal, perimenopausal, whatever they call it. And of course with like weight gain, and then mood, okay? When I started to not take this is when I noticed that my mood and your mental changed to where I was very irritable. And that's when I was like, whoa, okay, this must have been helping. And one of the benefits of this, from what they talk about on the website, and this vitamin has gotten a lot of reviews, like won awards. I'll put the link down below. It's got patents on it. It supports a healthy metabolism. It promotes cognitive health. It boosts red blood cell health. It enhances liver health. It balances your immune response. Mental clarity. And there's just a lot of reviews out there on the website. And for me, I do feel that it did help in the sense of mental clarity, and it's calming my mood. It really did help my mood. And that's when I noticed it, when I stopped taking it consecutively. Also, the other thing that I do think it helped with is a couple of years ago when they ran my blood tests, when they ran my labs, my A1C numbers were high. And so they were like, you are like pre-diabetic. And so they're like, you need to watch it. We need to put you on metformin and all of that stuff. I took the metformin for a little bit, and then I stopped. And then shortly thereafter, I ended up ordering this, and I started to be on the vitamins. So for the last year that I have gone and I've done my labs, my numbers are low. So I don't have that issue with the A1C. Like, it has not been over, it has not been borderline, it hasn't been close to it. And so maybe, possibly, this did help, because I haven't had that issue anymore with them having any concerns for me with with my A1C numbers. So I think for me that helped, but for sure, I've noticed the mental clarity, mental stability with this Fatty 15. Not sponsored in any way. Y'all know I just like to share things that kind of worked for me, and this is definitely one that worked, and so that's why I wanted to close it out with a true fave that I do need to go ahead and do another reorder for a year's worth supply. I think it's worth it. It's more cost beneficial if you do a year's worth supply for this vitamin, but highly recommend in case you've been on the fence, you heard about it, or you want to try it. This was a really good one that I do feel worked for me. Fun, random, video. Hope some of these reviews help you on these products in case you've been considering trying them out. Thanks for tuning in and spending some time with me. I hope to catch you guys in the next video. Until next time, adios. Bye-bye.